Hey, what's up guys? This is Nezzy, back with another video. And this one, I'm going to be doing a comparison of the Traxxas X-Maxx 8S, the 6S, and the losi dbxl 1/5 scale. I'm just going to be looking at some differences in size, weight, price, and just an overall look at these two vehicles. We'll start with the X-Maxx 8S. Comes with the latch body setup that was awesome ever since they came out with the first X-Maxx, and I like it. The body falls off here and there, but it's a lot easier. With the losi dbxl, you got 8 body pins. You got 3 on this side, 3 on the other side, and then you got 2 on the rear. It's a little bit harder to get off, but you don't always have to take it off. I can leave the body on and put my batteries in and out of it, just reaching through these holes here. So let's take the bodies off these two and take a look under the hood. Alright, so let's peel the bodies off. It's just a latch, lifts up, but everybody knows that about the X-Maxx. Same thing with this one. Turn to the right, up, pull it off. And this one here, I took the pins out, lift it right off. And all of these trucks slash buggies are pretty damn big. The dbxl, I put a 2-cell light bar on it. That's a 2000 mAh 30C pack. It's an RC 4-wheel drive light bar. It's pretty expensive. It was like $50. But there it is. I just mounted it underneath where the existing mount was. Just lifted these up, plopped it in there, screwed them down, and it held in pretty good. Ran the wire over the side to the underneath. I got the tire mount for the dbxl. That doesn't come with it. It's about $30 for that mount, and that's my old rim, which was cracked, but I super glued it, painted it black, and that's a new tread there. It keeps it counterbalanced when you're hitting jumps. Alright, so we'll start by talking about the price point of these trucks. The X-Maxx 8S is $900, and that's $100 more than the old X-Maxx. But it's worth. I think it's worth it. I love the X-Maxx. When I saw this version 2 came out, I had to have it. I could have got the upgrade kit, the 8S conversion kit for that X-Maxx, but I figured if you're gonna spend, $300 on an upgrade kit plus a $175 core charge, it's not worth it. Because all you gotta do is get this one for a few $100 more. And the upgrade kit didn't come with the new 1275 kV brushless motor that's in the new X-Maxx. You have to pay $475 for the upgrade kit. You don't get the new 1275 kV motor. You just have to stay with the 1600 kV version 1 motor. And the tires on the old X-Maxx are soft, a softer, smaller tire. A lot of you people might not know that, but the rubber compound on the 8S X-Maxx is a lot harder than the old tires. So if I was to get the upgrade kit for the version 1 X-Maxx, I wouldn't be getting the motor or the new tires. So that, to me, that turned me right off. I just would have just rather spend a couple $100 more and get the whole brand new X-Maxx, which I did. So anyway, I've got the 3-cell 12 to 14 volt light bars on the front. I also have it on my version 1 X-Maxx, which they don't come with Traxxas plugs. I had to solder those on. They just come with 2 wires. You can solder whatever plug you want on there. I do the Traxxas because all my batteries have Traxxas connectors on them. So anyway, I've got the full force RC shock boots, all 4. on both my X-Maxes to match the color of the X-Max scheme, which is blue on that one, red on this one, and also I got the dusty motor shrouds. I've had this X-Max for about a year now, and I've had the shroud for about a year as well, and it's kept it pretty clean. Very minimal cleaning. After a big bash, all I gotta do is take my air compressor and blow it out. Velcro it back on. It's no mud, no snow gets in there. That's why I wanted to get one for my new X-Max, so I did. And yeah, it's an awesome truck. It's the best thing about it is its size. You know, it's just as capable as any fifth scale. The losi here, which we're going to talk about, is as far as size goes. The X-Max is considered to be a 1/6 scale, and obviously the dbxl is a 1/5 scale, so you got a little bit difference in size there. The dbxl is probably, I want to say, 4 inches longer than the X-Max, but you got to keep in mind this is a buggy. It's considered a buggy. It's a desert buggy. dbxl stands for Desert Buggy Extra Large. So, yeah, the X-Max is a monster truck. So the tires are a little bit bigger on the X-Max 8S and the 6S. But this dbxl only comes gas. You have to convert it if you want it brushless. And that is the best thing I ever did for this, because it's got way more power. I don't know, somewhere 13 horsepower, I want to say, the equivalent of. It's the Mamba X Castle XLX with the dual cooling fans on the brushless 2028 motor, which is very, very big, by the way. And yeah, I'm running an 18-tooth pinion in the stock spur gear. The gearing on the losi is much, much bigger than the X-Max, and it's way heavier. It is about 48 pounds with the batteries, last time I weighed it on the scale. Here is the X-Max pinion, the stock 15-tooth Mod 1. And here is the losi dbxl pinion. Look how much bigger that is, guys. I mean, there is a huge difference in size here. The dbxl pinion is enormous. It looks like it can go in a real car. But, yeah, everything about it's way beefier and heavier. But I love my dbxl. I wouldn't trade it for nothing. So, it's got the stock steering servo. I've got all FID Racing aluminum on this. Almost all. I still got to get the front bracket, a couple miscellaneous things that isn't already FID. So the servo mount, steering arm, FID rear, chassis brace, stock drive shafts, the front brackets, FID, the shock towers, front and rear, FID, the diff housing cases are still stock, but the brackets for the diffs are FID, and DGI Racing, steering and camber links, front and rear. I've got the shock wears covers for the shocks. I've got the stock suspension in the front, and I've got the Intigi. I believe they're piggyback shocks. They're from Intigi, but they're pretty nice. I've got aluminum rims, all fours. These make it a little bit heavier, but they're aluminum. I got the stock hexes on it. Yeah, so it's a much better vehicle, brushless. I'm not, saying bad things about gas. I love gas, but ever since I converted this to brushless, it's way more fun. And I suggest, if you were thinking about it, or in the future you want to do something like that, I would suggest doing it if you own a losi dbxl, because it is just a whole nother machine. And it's a lot quieter. As you can see, I got rags here. I got the plates for the batteries, but it scratches up my batteries, so I have to put rags down for now. These are hostile rubbers. So yeah, it's an awesome vehicle, guys. Awesome. So yeah, the suspension's pretty good on it. I don't think it's as plush as the X-Maxx. That's one really good thing about the X-Maxx is the suspension. It's so plush on it. And so let's talk about the price point here. For version 1, it goes for $800 without batteries. Version 2 X-Maxx is $900 without batteries. Losi dbxl, the cheapest you can find it, the gas version, is about $939 to $1,000. That's the gas version. Then you got to go ahead and convert it. Get the motor and ESC, you know, depending on what company. This particular one is about $350, $360 on eBay or wherever you buy it. The Castle setup here. And you have to buy the batteries for it. I run the Gens Ace 7000 mAh 120C 4S packs for a total of 8S in series. And for my version 2 X-Maxx, I run these 4S packs 30C 4 cell packs 5000 mAh. I run 5000 3S 50Cs in my version 1 X-Maxx. So I love the bigger ones. Don't get me wrong, I like all the smaller ones too, but they're just not as capable as the big ones. And that being said, there's a lot more things you can do with the bigger ones, like pull yourself around on a skateboard or in a cart. I pulled my sister in a gorilla cart with the dbxl, and I pulled myself, which you guys probably seen. If you haven't, check it out on my channel, Nezzy's RC World. I pulled myself on the skateboard. I probably went up to like 20, 25 miles an hour at one point. It's a blast. These trucks are a blast. I still use my version 1 X-Maxx too. So, anyway guys, I just figured I'd give you a quick look, quick size comparison on these trucks. Yeah. So there you have it. There it is on the side. We'll go from the front. X-Maxx is a little taller, but like I said, the dbxl is a buggy. And it's quite sizable. The dbxl weighs probably 15 more pounds than the X-Maxx 8S and 6S. So that makes the X-Maxx 8S and 6S a lot better jumping trucks. I can do 30-foot jumps with this thing, you know, well, 15-foot to 30-foot jumps and not break it. If I was to do a 30-foot jump with the dbxl, I'd probably end up breaking something, and it would probably be expensive to fix. But I like to just bash it around in the dirt and watch it kick up rooster tails. It is a beast. As you can see, I got the MIP dust shields on the back, A-arms as well. So alright guys, I hope you liked this video. Smash that thumbs up button. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you think. If you want a running video, let me know. If you want a review video, let me know. Just figured I'd give you guys a quick comparison and look. Alright guys, till next time. I'll see you in the next episode of Nezzy's RC. Bye guys.